Generic greetings and welcome to Dune Imperium. Today's beverage is a very fiery ginger beer. So welcome to Dune Imperium. This is a digital board game based off a physical board game of the same name and design, which in itself is based off the two Denis Villeneuve films called Dune Part 1 and Part 2, which in itself is based off the Frank Herbert series of novels. So let's just say this has got a bit of a lineage, and this is definitely going to be what I'm going to class as an extra video. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I understand it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be more rambly, and yeah, it's definitely going to be just a sort of general play-along type of video. And if you like that, then by all means stick around. If it's not for you, then no harm, no foul. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that can occupy your time on this one. So just as I'll set the tone, really, I do play a lot of digital and physical board games and war games. Not so much card games. I've never really been into card games, mainly because, well, if I had to choose between doing some deck building and a route canal, I'd choose the latter. I cannot stand deck building in any way, shape or form. Fair play to those that do enjoy that. You do you, but it's not for me. I'd rather, like you say, play anything else. And, well, Dune Imperium has been on my list for quite a while. I've not actually played the physical board game, but I understand that the digital one was very well done as a decent port, and I do like the Dune universe, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I've been putting a fair bit of time into this, not so much on PC, more on tablet, just because of the convenience, you understand. But I thought we'd do a bit of a play along on this one, and this is definitely going to be, as I said, a bit more unscripted, a bit more rambly, and also I'm in the part of the game now where I understand the mechanics, but don't necessarily feel the flow of the game, which anyone that plays board games will probably understand what that means. But anyway, we're going to just do some solo play. I have no idea whether we're going to win on this one. I've not actually won on PC yet, but let's just see how we get on. So go to solo play, to versus AI, and we're going to have 4 AI. It's just going to be normal difficulty. Everything is standard. There's a Rise of X expansion, which I've not put on, and I have no idea what epic mode is. Maybe just plays some really good music. Anyway, create game, and we'll load in and see what we have to do. So we have basically 4 players, as I said, and we're the green one, and we've got our leader that we need to pick. So that gives you certain bonuses and sort of signet ring type of thing. So you've got Paul Atreides. Anyone that knows Dune will know Paul, probably, like, the main guy. We can look at the top card of our deck at any time, which is pretty handy, and they get to draw a card when they use their sort of signet ring. And then we've got Count Iban Riches. That's okay. I don't know who that character is. I've not actually read the books. I'd like to say I've played a lot of the Dune games. Dune Spice Wars I absolutely adore. Lots of time into that one. Love the films as well. Yeah, I've seen, well, all 3 of them, I guess. What was the original one? That was, yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, Ruthless Negotiator. Whenever you pay Solari, that's what that symbol means, generic units of currency, basically, for the cost of a board space, draw a card, and then manufacturing, gain money. So they're the money guy. I'm just going to go with Paul Atreides, because why not? And then we'll continue. So this is the board that we have been presented. We got Earl Menon Thorvad, don't know who that is. We got Beast, oh, that's Rabban. And we've got Duke Leto Atreides, so at least I know 2 of these 3. So it's obviously a board game, so it looks, well, it's just a lot of symbols and numbers, and again, this is why I say this is a bit of an extra video. I know it's not going to be for everybody. To even describe what's going on is going to be quite difficult, but we'll give it a go. So basically the way we win is by getting victory points. That's the first to 10 victory points, and then it's job done, or 10 fights, basically. And then each turn you have a couple of actions. These are little agents here, and then you send them out to different parts of the map. So you've got Arakeen, you've got the Swordmasters, halls, contracts, Imperial Basin to gather spice and such, and you gather resources, cards and such, and you just do whatever you can. You've also got different factions. So you've got the Fremen, you've got the Bene Gesserit, which are just they're just really like shouting at people, as far as I can tell. The Spacing Guild, which are basically drug addicts. And then you've got the Emperor. That's probably Chom or something. Anyway, what can we do? Like I say, we've got basically 2 actions available, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. The next card I'm going to draw, this is Paul Atreides' thing, is Diplomacy, where we can level up in the factions, and you can see there's different symbols there to show that you get the victory points, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 available for here. If you then get up to that sort of allied stage, you get another one, so you can pretty much win by just allying up, but Yeah, there'll be other things as well. There's also a skirmish going on, so when we do fighting, the first player will gain 2 Solari. I think that is Solari. Yes, it is. Again, one of the big downfalls with these digital board games is if it's not readable in any way, shape, or form, or even just a slight hiccup, then it pretty much falls over straight away. I think that's Solari. So if you're basically first on this skirmish, you gain 1 faction influence, and you gain 2 Solari, and then the second is 3 Solari, and then third is 2 Solari. Basically, that's not a fight. That's not a hill I'm going to die on. They can fight over that all they want. I'm going to keep my troops, which I've got 3 of, for a different time. So these are the cards that I've got, and each of them can be played in certain ways. So, for example, this dagger can be played on anything that's green, so all this stuff up the top. The harvester here, Dune, the desert planet, you can get anything that's in the sort of the triangle. Again, what I like is that the symbols and the colours are different, so yeah, that's good for accessibility. This signet ring is pretty good. If I play that, we can maybe play it anywhere, and we will also gain a card. That's the top bit of the card. Can't really show you, but yeah. If you keep it in your hand, you've got I call it influence, but it's not influence. It's persuasion. But for the purposes, it's the same sort of thing. You use it to buy other cards. And convincing argument. Okay. Well, it would be rude not to maybe harvest some spice, although there's only a couple of spice here. If you don't harvest, basically it starts to increase as the worms sort of dig it around. I'm probably going to go with maybe... do I want to fight? I don't want to fight. I can't go to the siege tabor because you need 2 influence with the Fremen. So, yeah, I'm probably just overthinking this one. Should we just... You know what? Shall I just get 3 Solari and just call it there? And then we'll end the turn. So that's my agent actions, and it's job done. I will be playing the signet ring this turn just because, so if you don't use it, you lose it, and it goes into your discard pile, so I really don't want to have a look at that. You can check out your deck as well and see what you've got here. So there's your deck, there's your discard pile, there's your trash. You can click on the other guys and see what they're about. So this Earl Memnon Thorvald, they gain a reputation when they get a council seat. There is a council up there, costs you 5 to go on it. Beast is it's probably something to do with fighting. Start the game with additional resources, or 1 of each. Okay, so it's pretty easy. These symbols here show how difficult they are. So it's small, medium, and hard difficulty. Small, medium, and hard. Low, low, medium, and high difficulty. Brutality. Gain a troop or 2 troops with at least 1 faction alliance. Oh, okay. And Duke or traders will be to do with... Oh yeah, it's going to do with Landstrid popularity. Sending an agent to a sort of green place would cost you 1 less, so it would cost him only 1 to go to a Mentat. That's like a temporary agent. Anyway, signet ring, where do we want to go? I could actually go there myself, couldn't I, and actually get another turn, but would that really afford me anything? I mean, not really. Either that. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway because... Let's say, gives me additional turn, and we can also draw some cards, and that's all going to give us... excellent, we've gone allies, and we'll end the turn. Okay, so I can start allying up with people. I'll probably start allying up with... I like the Fremen, because it gives you access to Siege Tabor. But, yeah, we'll have to see. So what's happening now is because those guys have basically ran out of actions, they have to reveal all of their cards, and then you go off the bottom bit, so it could be... let's say I call it influence, persuasion, or it could be a bit of fighting, and you can see it's altering the board here. So it looks like Beast is getting, he's got the highest strength. Like I say, that's not even something I'm participating in. They can crack on, do their thing. We've got diplomacy, or we've got seek allies. The latter of which is you have to trash the card. So what I'm going to do is. I think I'm actually just going to, level up in this one. So we will get 2, gain an influence with the Emperor and 2 Solari, and then that'll be end the turn for me, and then I have to reveal. So there's the reveal, and I now have 4 persuasion, and I can start acquiring different people. So I've got things like Spice Hunter, who is a Fremen. They have a Fremen bond, which is you have to have more Fremen on there. Third for what? Okay, that would be good if I could get them, but sadly they cost 5 and I've only got the 4. So I could go with maybe Guild Ambassador. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So it says gain a guild influence or 2 spice. If we have an alliance, spend 3 to gain a victory point. Oh, there's Chom directorship as well. That's level up in every single one. Okay. Right. I'm going to go with that Guild Ambassador, because this is, like, not something you can acquire. This is something that you generate every turn. You don't save it up. So it's not as if I didn't buy anything, I'll have double the amount of resources next time. It doesn't work that way. So here's going to be the end of the fight. So as I said, there's no victory points at play here. So Glossu Beast Rabban wins the conflict. So they gain 1 influence and some Solari, and then the Earl has got 2 Solari, and then there's no third. So you can see they've already burnt out through some of their forces. The colours are a bit weird that I'm seeing because I'm used to the Atreides being in green, although in the games they were always blue in the Dune games, I think. Anyway, have I got that wrong? I can't remember. Anyway, it's been a while. Anyway, so we've got daggers, reconnaissance, we've got convincing argument, Dune, there's planet, and we've got the signet ring as well, so that's pretty good. But sadly, I can't level anything up. Diplomacy is next, so I would like to draw a card. If I just draw a card, that would be quite good. Wherever I play this, I will be able to draw a card. Okay, and that'll give me diplomacy, which then I can probably level up with the Fremen. That sounds like a good idea. So where do I want to play this one? Well, I need to, in order to deploy troops, because I do want to try and win this. I've got 3 troops, but I can get a 4th by going here, and I'm probably going to do that. Either that or go... Oh, no. Actually, I'll go here. This is that Carthage? Yeah. If I go there, I'll gain a card of what it's called. It is called Intrigue, which is... Well, they're different from these ones. They could be like play at a particular time and gain like combat strength or whatever. So I'm gonna go there because I know that my signet ring will allow me to draw a card anyway. So I'll deploy units and I'll deploy up to 6 and confirm that. Then I will go and draw another card. That's from the signet ring, which is going to give me diplomacy. And I've got Dispatch and Envoy. The card you play this turn has the following icons. Ah, okay. So I can make a card have those icons. That is pretty good. Okay, that's fine. So I know the only person that can come close to me at the moment is the Earl, because they've got 3 troops. They've just deployed 2 of them. I should also point out that when you deploy troops, again, if you use it, you lose them. So it doesn't matter whether you win or lose the conflict, you will lose these troops. So there are certain cards that draw those troops back to the garrison, but we'll see how we get on. Already Beast is winning with 2 victory points. Wow, okay. And we'll see how that affects the game as we progress on. I could go... okay. Right, interesting. What I'm going to do is go with... What am I going to go with? I could go and get some more wealth, but what I'm going to actually do is go to diplomacy here. That costs a water, but that will level me up in the Fremen a little bit, and I will then deploy. And I am going to absolutely hammer this home that I do want to win this. Actually, no, I'm not going to bring... I don't think I'm going to launch all troops. I think Beast can get... see, every troop gives you 2. He can only deploy 4, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they can gain another troop. You know what? I don't want to risk losing this. I've put too much into it. This is probably overdoing it, but let's see how we get on. I do want to try and save up some Solari to eventually get my Swordmaster, which gives us another agent. So basically, you get like another, 33% of turn. So it looks like they haven't deployed anything. So I will be hopefully winning the fight, unless one of these plays an absolute blinder. I don't think that's going to be the case. I will reveal all, and I'll go up to 13, and I've got 4 to spend. So I could go with, this is the voice, Bene Gesserit. Choose any board space. Opponents can't send their agents there, so that's not terrible. This is, if you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, gain an influence. Okay, I mean, I could get both, couldn't I? Or I could go with Arrakis Liaison, which is just your sort of default picks. I'm going to go with the voice, and I'm going to go with the Arrakis Liaison, just because they're a good workhorse of a card. The latter of which, it's like a permanent, you can pick these up. There's only so many in the deck. There's also the Spice Must Flow, which you spend 9 and basically gain 1 influence. That's another way to... 1 victory point. That's the way to do this one. Just going to pass on this turn. Don't need to do anything here. This is where we could play optional things and see who wins the fight. But looks like it's going to be me. But I have put myself in a bit of a vulnerable position because I've got no more troops anymore. But I am now at least equaling Beast in terms of victory points. So let's see how we get on. My next card is going to be not very good. And conflict resolves raid stockpile. So the top dog on this one will gain a intrigue card and a bit of spice. So to be honest, not really a thing for me. I'm not really bothered about that one. We do have a signet ring, which is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to build up my stockpile of troops. I do need to get on top of that. The best way of doing that is probably allying up with the Fremen again, but I've got no water, and the only way to get water is actually via the Fremen, which is interesting. Okay, well I could probably go for Carthag. That'll give me a troop and another intrigue card. Although I could, to be fair, I could probably go ahead and give one of these cards that symbol. Okay. Alright. Well, what's probably the best? I mean, do I want to do that? I know the next card I'm going to draw is diplomacy, so I probably want to keep that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build up my forces. I'm going to go over to the right. The reason for that is I control this, so if someone uses that, I gain some money. I'm not going to deploy units, but I will draw a card and then draw another card there and then end the turn. And let's see, I'm probably going to go with diplomacy and get a bit of water with still suits, and then that'll give me another victory point, which will be quite handy. Looks like Leto's gone with well, they've got a Mentat somehow. But that's not occupied. I don't know. Anyway, looks like there's going to be a bit of a fight going on here, maybe. Strangely, the Earl has put one of his only force in there, which is curious. Let's go with diplomacy, and we're going to go with water here, and that's used for things like, the Hagar Basin. It costs you 1 water, but that's now given me another victory point. It's a combat area. The symbol on the right denotes that, and it means you can deploy troops. I've got 1 troop. I'm not wasting the troops on this one. Looks like played research. They've got a ornithopter by there, by the look of it there. And okay, everybody's just lost. Whatever they've played there, they've just lost. They've just forced everybody to lose troops. So I've got no troops anymore. Oh, brutality. They're going to start fighting. Yes, they are. Okay. Well, at the moment, technically, I'm winning, but it's only a matter of, say, technical. I said at the start of the video that I'm on the point where now I understand the mechanics, but not necessarily the overall flow, which is a dangerous place to be. Now, what I could do is I could go ahead and buy myself 4 troops, but I think I'm going to save up for this Swordmaster, because it looks like the Beast has got that. All right, now I'm going to go with the Spacing Guild. So I can only use that if I'm in an alliance with a Spacing Guild, and I'm not even off the start line yet, so that's pretty much a redundant card. Okay, so that's something I can't use. I guess all I'm going to do, I'm just going to use... I'm doing nothing actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've run out of turns, so I can't do anything. We'll go here then. And what have we got? There's some decent cards. I'm on that level. I've always got 4, and if I have 5, I'd be able to get Thurfa Hawat. But no, not happening. Do I just go with the Arrakis Liaison or Arrakis Recruiter? I'll go with the Recruiter and the Liaison, I think, just to see I've got some cards. Anyway, more fighting going on here. Looks like they're revealed with 6 Persuasion and 2 Swords, so they're actually going to be joint second with Beast, unless they play something. Oh yeah, they've played... Oh, they're going to go Hagar Basin, and they might be able to, they deploy more troops. Because they've got an additional agent, they've basically got, an advantage over everybody else. So we'll see. I definitely want to get an agent sooner rather than later, but I'm also aware I might be compromising my turns. But, well, that's the game, isn't it? You live and learn. At least one hopes. So, everyone's passing on the conflict. Looks like it's going to be Beast, then the Earl, and then finally Atreides. I say Atreides, it's Leto, we're also playing Atreides. Yeah, it was interesting when you can play, you can have, say, the Baron, Harkonnen, and Beast, so there's like 2 two different Harkins on this one. Conflict now is, it's going to be a victory point one, so that'd be interesting to go for. Okay, well, I very much want to probably go ahead and just seeing, nobody's got enough water to get that. That would be interesting if I'd get water. I can get water as well. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a troop and a water. Yes. And it says pick a space to block. I'm going to block the Mentat one because I don't want people to get it. I'll end the turn. And then the next one I do is... no. I was going to collect the 4 spice in the Great Flat, but I don't have any cards that I can do that with because of reasons. Okay. I might have to dispatch an envoy and start levelling up in the... Well, I mean, levelling up in wealth would be good, actually. Getting wealth, and that would give me another victory point. And it's still working towards this Swordmaster thing. Okay. So, looks like there's at the moment there's a race going on between the Earl and Beast to try and get the alliance with the Fremen. Whereas I realistically need to get alliance with the well, ideally the Spacing Guild because I've got 1 card, but anyway. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play that, and any card I play now, which is going to be the dagger, I'm going to go with wealth. So that's going to give me 2 Solari, and also another victory point, so I'm now on 4 victory points. So almost halfway there. We'll end the turn, and see how we get on. And I need 1 more Solari in order to be able to get my other little pawn. So, looks like that block there was only for that turn, not for the full round. Okay. I'll reveal my cards, and hey, we have 5 persuasion now. Double the base, not bonus, spice you harvest with this agent. That's a carry-all. It's actually it's a big ornithoptery flappy one rather than the sort of balloon that you get in the film, which I always thought was a bit weird. I mean, yeah, we'll pick up that. Why not? End the turn. Hopefully. Who's going to get first turn next? Ah, darn it, not me. I'm the first player this turn, so that Great Flat is almost certainly going to be gotten by someone. Oh no, because nobody's got enough water for that one. Okay, fine. Then if I do that, I can basically trade it, sell the melange. So we could sell 5 for... Well, how much will this will be up to 5, and I can get 12 Solari. Then I can just start buying things. Looks like Beast is going to win this fight here by a very comfortable margin, really. Unless Leto jumps ahead with something. Don't see how they possibly could, truth be told, but yeah, let's see. Just buying a couple of cards there. No, they've got Gurney Halleck as well. And picked up Chum Directorship, which everything's now going to go up for them by 1. So Spacing Guild, Emperor, Spacing Guild, which gives them another victory point, and yeah, they're rocking up that very quickly. I mean, it makes sense. The Atreides having the most persuasion. I've got 15 cards in my discard pile. It's going to be completely shuffled in and whatnot. So that's going to be Beast with discard a card and gain a victory point. So it's 2, 3, 4, 4. So I'm tied with the Atreides. I'm aware though that my money and water is I'm in a better position on that front. Wow, if I can harvest that, I'm going for it. Oh, there's another victory point available. Okay. Nobody's got the water in order to harvest this, the Great Flat. But doesn't mean they can't play a wild card and get it. Oh, okay. it appears that the Earl is after this. Now that's fine. I don't really mind if they do that because they're the lowest. I just don't want the person with the most to gain another victory point. So if they want to burn through all of their agents, in their army, then by all means, be my guest. They also take control of the basin. I currently control Carthage, so anyone that uses that, I gain a little extra generic units of currency. Only one. Better than nothing though. I'll probably use the voice, and I will be harvesting because why would I not? And what am I going to block? Block a board space. I'm going to block a board space. Is it for this round? It is just this round. I couldn't not get that at this time. I'm going to block probably the water one just to interfere with other people trying to harvest and such. So you know you need water to do some major harvesting. We spent both of our water to do that. Looks like whoever is now the Earl has gained an alliance with the Fremen because they're into this gold section. They've also gained an extra water and a victory point, so they're rocketing up. And Atreides has got another victory point. Okay, they are absolutely flying past everybody now. So yeah. Interesting. My next turn will be to... What do I want my next turn to be? Well, ideally I want my next turn to be... do some trading, but I can't do that because I don't have the cards. I only have blue cards, which is to gain water and what was it? An army guy. What was it? Garrison troops. Or I can go for maybe Hall of Oratory, gain a troop and gain another persuasion. I mean, that would be pretty good. They'll be able to pick up wild worm riders at the end of that. That's alright. It's alright, but we'll close it. I think what we're probably going to do is I need one more monies, but I can't get monies at all. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I think what I'll do then, I'll go to I'm going to go reconnaissance. The place I actually own, which is suboptimal, but it's going to give me another troop and perfect ambush, so I can just use that and gain 4 swords. Obviously, I'm not even in the running to win this, so I'm not even trying to go for that one. But I now have 8 Solari. Looks like you do gain that. Oh yeah, combat space. Recruit a person and draw 1 card. Carthage controller gains 1. So actually that was a very good play, because next turn I can go and get my additional Swordmaster. But we are halfway through the game now, and I'm realising that, you know, there's only beast with it. So we'll see how we get on. And I will reveal my cards, and I can gain... I've got 4, so I can gain what? Smuggler's Thopter. Okay, if I have 2 influence with the Spacing Guild, two influence with the Spacing Guild, I can get myself 2 cards. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go Guild Administrator. And then I'm going to go with, as a Bene Gesserit's sister, the Rax Liaison. I think I've overbloated my deck. I think I've made a mistake already. But at least I can start getting rid of cards now. But I've got a 17 card deck. What do these guys have? Do I actually know? Can we find out? It says discard. It's going to give me a number actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, so it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's quite a lean deck. Oh, what's going on here? They just played... Oh, I was going to say that there's no way I'm getting anywhere close to the Earl. We're not even attempting the fight on this one, so yeah. Stuff's happening though. Stuff is still happening. So the Earls won that one, so they're going to gain another victory point. So that puts them pretty much back to even footing. And that makes... Basically, Atreides is winning on, well, halfway there, 5 victory points. And the rest of us on the good old... the good old 4. Okay. So first turn is going to be Beast. They don't have the money. Nobody has the money at this stage to be able to get the Swordmaster, so I'm not really worried about that. I do have the cards that I need to get myself the Swordmaster, and that will basically give me an extra turn there, but I'll be completely out of cash at that point. I'm not going to waste any troops fighting. I'm not worried about that one, so I will use the dagger to get my Swordmaster, which is sort of ironic, is it? End the turn there. Gene manipulation. Interesting. What's my next card? It is another Arrakis liaison. Look over there. Sand. That's what he's thinking. Oh, we're going to get some Solari because they've just landed on Carthag. Interesting. I'm very aware though that I've got pretty much no. I've got lots of cards and I can draw lots of cards, but I've got no real influence. If you look at my influence, it's pathetic. It really is. I would like to get some more influence. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for an extra troop and get a water. It's always good to sit on a bit of water. I'm not going to deploy any units, as I said. I mean, the rewards are good, don't get me wrong. And I can guarantee whoever wins this, whoever gets first place, almost certainly what they'll be doing is getting the Swordmaster Nectar. Like, that's pretty much what I think the game is going to do. But we shall see. I am very tempted to... I really want to do Conspire. It costs 4 spice, but you gain 5 Solari, 2 troops, and an intrigue card. Is it intrigue? I keep calling it intrigue. Yeah. But I again don't have them cards. So what can I do? Everything that I can do is highlighted, so I can just gain some Solari if I was to do, really being so inclined. I could also just gain a troop and gain persuasion. Ooh, Lady Jessica. Yeah. 7 though to have that card. Do I gain a troop and another? Well, it won't really be another persuasion because I'll be spending the card to do that. Actually, I'll be -2. I'll be worse off. I'm just going to get a free Solari. Just again, call it there for that one. And now people are revealing. At the moment, it's a draw between Beast and Leto. They're on 4 combat strength each, but the cards are being revealed, and looks like Atreides is topped it there, and what a surprise. Leto's bought his wife. And he's also gone up... oh, right, I think it's game over, you know. I think Atreides is just running off into the dunes on this one. Yeah, they've got 7 victory points because they've allied up. So, yeah, I'll just reveal my cards and go, hey, look, it's fairly poor. This is Shifting Alliances, where, yeah, down with one faction and up twice with another. I'm just going to end the turn. I don't think I want any of those cards. Master Tactician is coming into play. Retreat with 3 troops or get 3 combat strength, and that's what they've gone with. So, yes. I mean, that's good. I don't want Atreides to win this one, because... they don't get any influence. They don't get any money actually, but I just don't want them to be winning. I'd rather these, battle it out and not have it all one-sided. Anyway, next turn we're on. Was it this turn? Oh, okay, right. So whoever wins this gains. Yeah, they gain 2 victory points. That is noteworthy. Because I'm the only one with any decent amount of troops. Atreides got some, but nothing major. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is level up with... I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend 4 spice. That gives me additional 2 troops and a card. Gain 1 during reveal hand round. I'm going to use Signet Ring to get some more troops and deploy, because I want to win this. I also gain control of... is it the basin? You gain control of something. Oh. Oh dear. This is going to be a bit of a bloodthirsty round, isn't it? Yes, it is. I think everybody's going for this. Question is, do I want to go for it? I mean, the answer is yes, I do. I definitely do. I'm going to go with so I could go with an additional card or additional wild card. I'm going to go with a wild card. This is combat as well, so I will be able to deploy. You can't deploy everything. Draw a card, which is the voice. Deploy units. I can only deploy a certain amount. Confirm. Windfall, you just play it and you gain 2 monies. So I've got 12 now. I think I've pretty much overdone that. I probably don't need any more money. What can I even spend it on? I could get on the High Council, that'll be a good one, but not this round. Left it a bit too late, although I think that can be said for a lot of things this game. But I will be deploying. How will I be able to deploy? There's only 2 places left to deploy. Siege Tabor and Arakeen. So, can I do that? I think I can. Do I need the water or do I want the card? What is my card? Oh, the next card is Dagger. Oh, well. That is... Well, it's rude not to go there. I'll do that. That'll give me Dagger. I'll block the Siege Tabor so nobody can use that to deploy. People can still do the still suits and do it that way. Then I'm going to deploy units, go up to 12. Ah, they're on 14, but I do have ambush and a dagger in my hand. Okay. End the turn. This could be pretty much the last meaningful round of the game. Just because I'm aware that there's me and Beast. And they're beating me at the moment. But they can't deploy any more troops unless they've got, or they do have an ability. And they're doing, Atreides done reinforcements, I think. Looks like they're trying to go for that one. And was that each opponent lose their card? Anyway. Reveal. So I reveal that I've got a knife, so I go to 13. And I need to buy. I've got 3, so I can get Bene Gesserit. Oh, I'm going to get the Bene Gesserit sister straight away. End the turn, and now it goes on to the rest of the revealing and buying. And then we get on to the last bit of combat, which I have to hope that my ambush is the thing that's going to save me. If not, I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 troops and a lot of my cards. So, ambush. That takes me to 17. That's a meaningful play. The Earl is totally not bothered about this one. Beast, if he passes, we win. Brilliant. That's put me back in the running for the game. Okay. Pass. Here's the fight. Atreides takes it. Paul Atreides takes me to 6. Still second. Well, joint second, third. The Atreides is... Oh, there's another one. Okay. I don't have the troops to be able to really deal with any of that meaningfully. But I do control 2 areas. So, what can I do with all of this money? I've got so much money. Well, I really want to get some more victory points. I'm very tempted to buy some troops. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with draw a card and gain the Mentat for a temporary one. Because then I'll have just 3 more. I'll have more turns. Okay. I'll also gain some money because they've harvested this. This is going to be a big fight now between Atreides and Beast, and hopefully Beast will win that, because then they'll put them on 6 as opposed to Atreides' 9 victory points. At the moment, there's only the Earl that's not got their Swordmaster. So, yeah. It's a noteworthy thing. It is. There's another victory point for them. I just don't have the cards to level up any of these. Oh, we're going to get paid again. We're getting paid just because we own a lot of these spaces, or we control them. I don't know about own. Yeah, the fight's going to go on here. So, if I was to go on the council, that would give me 2 persuasion, which would be quite good. My next card is Arrakis Recruiter. I think I will go for that. Put myself on the council. Because then, at the end of this turn, I think I'll be able to have a decent amount of persuasion. I might be able to pick up the Spice Must Flow if I'm lucky. We'll see. I can't sadly spend any more to rally the troops. That's not going to happen. Unless something like really big comes off, there's only 2 more turns and, well, things of note are not. Yeah, don't think it's going to happen. So, I can gain some troops in water. I will do that. I'm not going to deploy anyone, I'm just using it to gain... yeah, I'm just using it to gain the, let's say, the water and the troops. People are acquiring cards now. It's Atreides, let Atreides got another turn. Looks like to me like Beast is going to win this fight, and that'll put them on first, second, yeah. But depends. Oh, still suits being played. And they're going to go to be an alliance, so they're now on 8 because they've stolen the alliance. Yeah, if they won the fight, that would have been job done. I need to go, ideally, with another alliance. I'm just going to go with 3 there, or trade in. Is it even worth me playing? I'll just safe get 3. End the turn, and then it's pretty much the reveal. Yeah, looks to me like Beast is going absolutely... Yeah. He's played an absolute blinder on this one. Wow, look at the trade. He's got 3 alliances. Do they win if they get all 4 alliances? I don't know if I've made that up. There is a downloadable... there's a manual in-game as well, and you can read the actual physical manual. We'll reveal cards. And I've got 5. I'll pick up Duncan, Idaho. End the turn. I'm not going to do my mission recruitment. So this is just going to be a straight pass from everybody because nobody's going to be... Oh! No! I was going to say nobody's even close to winning, but... Well, it appears that Leto Atreides has had a wild card there. They've been sitting on an intrigue card. That's just put them over what is required to win the fight, and indeed the game. So, 2 victory points. They've just played an absolute belter on that one. Well done to them. And now it's endgame stuff, so if anyone's got any cards that they need to play before the game ends, it's ended, and that's a defeat. That is a defeat. So, yeah, the beard takes it, I guess. Duke Leto Atreides on 10 victory points. Beast on 6 with the secondary 9 spice. Paul Atreides, ourselves, on 6 with 3, so that's the clincher. You know, I would have been second if I had more spice, I think. And then Earl, well, we were better than them. That's all we can really say about that one. Okay, takeaways overall, I think... Basically, I bloated the deck too much. There's too much in here that I don't need. Definitely didn't need the Space Guild one. I misunderstood the Alliance thing. And, I mean, I've got only 2 cards that is to do with influence. I did have a couple more, but those were... You burn them. You discard them once they're used. So I just didn't go up this track fast enough. Did control some space and had good money, and did get the Swordmaster relatively early compared to other people. We weren't the first, but we certainly weren't the last. I mean, Earl hasn't even got theirs. But yeah, okay. As I said, sort of understanding the rules and feeling the flow of the game are 2 completely different things, the latter of which you only will get from time. And that's been a bit of Dune Imperium. There is challenges in skirmish modes. There's also online play I've not tried. There's the... it's what's it called, the Rise of Ix, and that puts in like a transport mechanic where you sort of send your spacecraft off, and the further you send it out and then bring it back, you've got different resources for that one. It doesn't add anything huge as far as I can tell, but I've only really done the tutorial and such, but obviously it's just added different cards and things. But anyway, that's been a bit of Dune Imperium. Difficult for me to say. Yeah, hope you have enjoyed it. I know this, like I say, is not going to be for everybody. For those like a little digital board game and something just a bit different on the channel, then, you know, hope you have enjoyed this one. If you want to see more or have any tips, comments, suggestions for the game, let me know in the comments. And as always, we will go from there. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.